you can just see it. I can just see the words. And I can see how they change in different tenses and as according to who's speaking. No queremos. I know I don't have to worry because I know it's going to come up again. And I'm sure for the rest of my life I'll hear Michel saying some of these words.
To his supporters, his tapes are evidence enough that he has developed a teaching technique of enormous value.
I believe that Michel's method should be examined in a more structured fashion. I don't think that we need test trials of 10 years to come up with any findings about the fact that it works. But it is very important to have real-life trials, real-life control groups, and let's look at it. Let's look at it more rigorously now so that it will get the credibility that it's due. It will get the diffusion in the teaching profession that it deserves, and it will get the understanding of all people who look at it about what learning's all about.
But when the opportunity arose for Michel to open up to an enthusiastic audience at the University of California, he would still only give a demonstration that his method worked.
I was Dean of Humanities at the time that I met Michel and had the experience of working with him for about 30 hours, about 2.5 days of work. And I was entirely persuaded at the end of these 30 hours that this was a remarkable experience. And so I was enthusiastically supportive, and I exerted some modest influence within the Division of Humanities, where something like 80 languages are taught. And Michel came out, and we had a meeting in the college offices, and it was a fiasco. it just really did not go well. They asked Michel, okay, provide us with some examples of what you do so that we can assess whether you're doing anything differently than we're doing, and what is this miraculous method? And he's not prepared to come up with anything.
I didn't do it inside of a university. Whatever I did was independent. I did it independently, completely, totally independently. And just to give it for them to approve or to disapprove, yes, and to depend on what they feel they can take out of it, yes, is not right.
I believe Michel's protectiveness towards his program and his reluctance, if you will, to sort of just spill it out there and get it out there in the rest of the world is based on a realistic fear of what a commercial entity might do or not do, both in terms of distorting his methodology and or maybe even stealing his ideas. And I think that's partially well-founded, but he's got to get over that if we're going to have a legacy.
I don't have any reason to trust anybody who says, look, give me what you have so that we can study it, and then we will tell you what we think about it. No, I want to show them what is achieved, what can be done. Yes. Otherwise, I will only encourage plagiarism, and this goes against my principles.
When you develop an idea in the academic world, the very first thing you think of doing is sharing it with others. If the idea has to do with an instructional method, well, then you put the method forward for evaluation by your colleagues, by those who are experienced and knowledgeable and who can evaluate it, with the possibility that it will be found acceptable, and then it will spread, and everyone will benefit from it. And Michel, for whatever his motivation, has kept this method and idea to himself.
It is the end of the week, and Margaret Thompson has been granted her wish to watch Michel and judge the students' progress for herself.
So, again, I would just say, when will you arrive? You have a choice.
Quand allez-vous arriver?
Right. Or the
Quand arriverez-vous?
right. Good. It is very important for me.
C'est très important
C'est très important for me.
pour moi
C'est très important pour moi because I would like to see you,
parce que je voudrais
to see you.
vous voir.
Right. Je voudrais vous voir. I would like to know.
Je voudrais
To know.
savoir.
Once more. To know.
Savoir.
Right. Je voudrais savoir if you want.
C'est vous.
Once more.
Si vous voulez.
Right. So if you want to go see it with me,
Allez.
the whole thing. If you want,
Si vous voulez.
voulez ending. Vous
I-
voulez,
IZ.
right? So if you want to go see it with me, see,
Voir.
if you want again.
Oh.
See,
Si vous voulez.
go,
Allez.
allez, ending, allez,
Ir.
see it.
Voir.
Once more,
Le voir.
le voir with me
Avec moi.
tonight,
Ce soir.
right? At what time are you going to be here?
À quelle heure?
Are you going? Are you going
Allez-vous
to be
être
here?
ici?
Yes.
Well, it was very impressive. Very impressive. I think as one of the students themselves say, they learned in 1 week what they learn in 5 years. And interestingly, one of the girls said, after 5 years in school, my French teacher said, I think you better give up because there's no way you're going to succeed. And here she said, I've just managed it fine. I feel as if I understand it. So I'm interested to know, really, about how you found, first of all, how you found the experience and how much you think you've learned. Now, it's always difficult to answer that question, but...
Good. Very good. Better than the teachers.
Why is it better? Why is it very different? Why is it different?
Because he explains himself. He doesn't make you feel lost. If you're stuck on a word, he'll just take you right back to the beginning. Like if you're a baby saying ABC, he'll just take you right back, and then you just actually like click and you know what you're saying then.
We say it in English first, and then we sort of break it down. Then we'll think, well, this is how you translate it back into the language. And then it's easier that way. Whereas just in our normal classes, we're just told to say something and remember that. But this is like broken to pieces, and each piece we remember, and we use each piece for our next sentence, and it's just really easy that way.
He doesn't throw things at you, you know, this is that and this is that. He's kind of like made the structure into such a way that you go by it, and once you've got the ingredients, like you can cook what you want.
But you haven't done any writing at all, have you?
No.
You haven't seen any French written at all. So
You're not writing down no notes. If you don't take it in now, you're never going to get it
You're
right.
never gonna get it.
So you have to concentrate.
You've just got patience, you got all the time in the world. You know, you have to really, you can like think about it, just sit back, think about it. And it's like, it's just coming through your mind because your mind is relaxed and you know that he's just said patience. And you're like, okay, I will be patient, okay? I'm going to take my time and I'm going to think about it. And it just comes out.
the revelation is that it's the learning process itself that motivates these kids. The mastery of the structure, the mastery of part of the language is the thing that keeps them going and keeps them enthusiastic. And we lose sight of that in the way we teach. We think we capture their interest by finding them interesting materials that are supposedly related to their interests outside in the world generally, and maybe we missed the point. And I think he's probably onto something very important here.
I don't want what I have created throughout the years to just disappear in the sand. But the value of it to be recognized and used wherever it can be. For that, I have to make it available. I hope I will succeed before it is too late.
With this program being the first public explanation of any of his methods, time would appear to be running out.